Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you this incredibly scale 1 out of 10 Nitro build. This is basically a combination of two things. This is the Kyosho FW06 chassis, and it is the Nitro, as you can see. I'll take off the shell right now. Here's the exhaust and here's the engine inside. But man, the level of detail on those killer body shells are ridiculous. They really make these things look super scale, and I think this is really a spectacular body shell. It's the 2016 Autech Motul GTR, and it is absolutely stunning. Looking at the way it just sits there, and it's perfect. I mean, these body shells can work on electric fitting, which is 190mm, but I think on the 200mm they fit perfectly snug and they look super realistic. So as you can see right now, it's just ridiculous. Just the level of detail on this stuff is unreal. Yeah, I love killer body shells because it is an RC car, but it honestly looks like a die-cast model. It looks like something that just belongs on a shelf and that's not meant to be driven. It's very different from your usual RC cars. I love Tamiya body shells. Tamiya body shells are a step above HPI body shells in terms of realism, but honestly, killer body takes it one step higher and makes it look brilliant. I mean, just looking at the antenna right here, the mirrors, which are actually, you can see with them, they're not just like a sticker, they're an actual tiny, it's probably a sticker, but it's like a mirror which functions. And the details, like the toe right here, it's not a sticker, it's actually an exposed piece. The canards, let me try and drop it lower like this. Yeah, so you can see the canards and the vent right here. This is an actual vent. They're not you know, stickers or whatnot. This is actually cut open and this is a vent. So a lot of people go crazy when they see me driving certain body shells and they're like, why don't you cut open a hole in the windshield so that the engine can cool off, just like, you know, the old school 10 scale Nitro models. I don't like to do that, especially with these kits, because it's not really a high compression engine that's gonna overheat, one, and number two is it is pretty open, you know, it is pretty open. This, I think, causes a sufficient amount of air to go inside and cool the engine. Plus you have to keep in mind that the car is open from underneath, so all that air that's coming from under the car will also help with the cooling. But I get it. It's not your usual, you know, 10 scale RC car. This is just brilliant. And these body shells can come pre-painted or they come clear, you know, and you can paint them. I like to mix and match. Sometimes I get the pre-painted and sometimes I get the kit. It's just nice to, you know, build it yourself and, you know, cut them out, cut all the pieces out yourself and paint it to spec. I just enjoy the process. So, but you actually can get these pre-painted, which is awesome. But yeah, let's turn it around and I want to show you, 1 second. And also one thing that I did, which I love and I think it adds to the realism, the lock nuts on the right side are blue and the lock nuts on the left side are red. Because in the real race car they're directional and they're color coded for which one is right and which one is left. So, but man, let's take a second to just admire this body. What an absolute beast, really. Look at that. Stunning. So yeah, taking off the body shell, even the sides, you know, the side canards and all that stuff, it's just really a beauty, this body shell. So yeah, this is the Kyosho FW06 2-speed. So nothing's changed here. This is a stock FW06 2-speed. I had to modify it. I know it's a shame, but cut off the fuel tank cap. I had to shave this off, shave off the sponge on the front, you know, the damper. And yeah, I just had to make some minor, you know, customizations to fit this body, to make it fit perfectly snug. But I mean, it looks brilliant. I'm gonna put it back on, and as you can, I just want to show you since I have this off. You see here, you can see through it because it's open. So it actually is a vent to cool the car, which is fantastic. I don't know if they thought of this for that purpose, but we know these guys like their cooling, so it serves to that. So I am just very happy with this. Again, I almost don't want to drive this because it looks so beautiful, but of course I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take it out right now and we're going to go drive it. So let's get to it. Man, this thing is so fun. It's too fun, really. You know, I can actually feel the tires begin to go because it's a bit more twitchy than usual. Okay, we're out of fuel, but man, this thing is really something. So driving this thing is really an absolute blast. The better they look and the more realistic they look, the more fun the RC experience is, in my opinion. It's really something. I mean, like I said, this thing looks like it belongs on a shelf or like a die-cast model, like the 1/18th scale or 1/8 scale, the things that are really highly detailed. So for this to look like this and drive like that, and you can hear the 2-speed shift, and it's just so cool. Yeah, it's just stunning, and I'm not complaining that I cut this off. I had to fit this type of body because it really fits snug. The tires are almost worn out, but I'm gonna keep riding them till they completely give out. I will say this, the FW6 platform is so fuel efficient compared to regular 10th scale, so it's actually a great thing. And the engine, it's not like it lacks power or anything, so very happy with it, very pleased. yeah, back to the workshop. All right, so that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be cleaning this thing a bit more. I already tried to get the pollen out because it's pollen season here now, and this stuff really sticks and gets in there in all the little crevices. So yeah, it looks great still. I ran it on 3 fuel tanks, which is a long time on the FW06, and still looks fantastic. So I think this body shell is gonna hold up as long as you don't do anything stupid or roll or crash heavily. It'll last a while. But yeah, I think this platform and this body works together. They're like a match made in heaven. And yeah, this is one of the special kits. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Ciao.